Hello everyone, my name is Morgan and welcome back to Dandelion, which is brought to you. Today we're continuing on with Ji-yoon's route. We're already in January. Why does Ji-yoon's route somehow feel like both nothing has happened and a lot has happened at the same time in just a short amount of time? I don't know, it just does that. That's just how it feels to me. But in the last episode, Ji-yoon magically could see our future now, and I guess Hee-jung's gonna go on an adventure by herself for the first time. I don't know what that means. I'm wondering if maybe it means like when all the animals leave and Ji-yoon's gone, they're like, it's a journey of self-discovery or something. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna continue on, see what this weird little white rabbit gets up to today. His points are maxed, so it's just a waiting game right now. Woohoo! There's so much grinding in this route, guys. I can't expect to just how much there is. Okay, the Winter Ocean. Last time we were here was at the end of Ji-yeon's route with the like cute little sparkler picture. I like how it is quiet, but the chilly wind quickly makes my cheeks frozen. So you're a cute guy who is next in line to become the king, and you have the power to see the future. I don't know what you mean by cute. You're adorable. Anyway, then the rest are correct? Yes. Ji-yoon recently began to talk more than he did. We're making progress. He answers to all my questions now. He only used to blink in response. I think I have a lot to do with Ji-yoon speaking more. Yeah, considering he doesn't do it in any other routes, I'd say so. I feel kind of proud of myself. How does it feel to be a future king? I hate it. Oh. Ji-yoon closed his mouth. It's a lot of pressure, right? You also have to study a lot to be one. Ji-yoon walked on the sandy beach in silence. I could only hear the sound of the waves. Why is he not talking? Was that a question I shouldn't have asked? Ji-yoon's expression looked dark. I take it he doesn't like being a king with the power of precognition. Do you not want to be the king? Ji-yoon suddenly stopped walking. Did I get that one right? No. I see. Why? Because I will continuously have to be nagged. I hate being nagged. The rabbits around me. They're all noisy. Oh. Ji-yoon said that he didn't like a noisy environment. Then it's a wonder you don't hate living at my house. And he did say once that he didn't want to hear and think. And he mentioned that he hates rabbits. People will probably try to tell him all these things once he becomes a king. There will be people who will want his power and try to use him. You're just too soft for that. Can Ji-yoon be strong enough to handle all that? I can't imagine you becoming a king. You can't even tie your non-existent ribbon. How would it feel to be a king? I can't imagine. It must be tough. For me, thinking of where to work and how to get a job is a big enough pressure already. Can I just say, like, when I first played Dandelion, I was a sophomore in high school, so I was like 15 or 16. I'm now 23. Back then, I feel like I used to just be like, I didn't really think much of Hee-jung as a character, but God, do I appreciate her so much more now. Like, she is very relatable to me. Like, her issues, not with her mom. My mom's great. I love my mom. But like her issues is trying to figure out like what to do with her life and find a good job. God, I relate to her so much. I really like her as a protagonist a lot. Okay. But the weight that Ji-yoon must carry with him must be much heavier. You're strange. Again, you're one to talk. Why? Whenever you speak, I feel strange. Oh? Feel strange? It's warm and comfortable. Warm and comfortable? Are you trying to say that I'm like your mom? Mom. Or Eddie? Eddie. No, I think we're something different. Ji-yoon paused and thought for a moment. No, you're different. You're not Mother nor Eddie. Then, my mother and you are different, and Eddie is similar to no one. He is his own special breed. You're not like anyone else. That somehow made me feel good. It's cold, right? The fact that I'm not like anyone else means that I'm not a replacement for someone in Ji-yoon's life. We're special. And Ji-yoon told me that we're equals. That made my heart flutter. What kind of person is your mother? Yeah, because your mother should be the current queen, right? Or wait. I don't remember. Maybe not. I'm trying to remember the details that we learned from Ji-hae's route. It's kind of slipping me. I thought maybe... Did the mother become queen? I don't know. To hide my excitement, I changed the subject. She must be a queen if Ji-yoon's a prince. Was she strict with you? No. She couldn't be strict with me, my mother. And I are of different classes. That's right. Yeah. That's what I thought. I remember that because I distinctly remember Ji-hae's route saying, what the heck? Ji-yoon and Ji-hae have, like, the same issue with, like, parents, like, the mother not being noble or something. But Ji-hae is, like, treated like garbage while Ji-yoon isn't. What? How can you be of different classes? If she gave birth to a prince, she must surely be a queen. My mother. After taking a deep breath, Ji-yoon continued. She was a maid working in the royal palace. After giving birth to me, she was forced to live in another palace, so she could only watch me from afar. She could only watch me from far away through Eddie. His mother was a maid? That means he's born from people of two different classes. And about the part his mother being sent away. Then Ji-yoon grew up without his mother? Yeah. So I can't remember if it was his mother or his father. I think it was his mother that was also, like, of a different class. But then people were like, ugh, disgusting silver hair, get away, you're not true royalty. But I don't know, is it different because Ji-yoon's actually a prince that they don't treat him that way? Was Ji-hae an aristocrat? Yes, but even though he is, he wasn't raised like one. What do you mean? Eddie was also born between an aristocrat and a commoner. I heard people in the palace whispering about it. What? So they're both in the same situation, but are treated completely differently, which is so weird. Eddie was strikingly beautiful. My prince, you mustn't talk to me. It's okay, Eddie. You're special. I'm not special. You shouldn't have any interest in me. If you touch me, your hand will become filthy. That's not how it works, Ji-hae. No, you're special. You're beautiful. You have beautiful hair. You are truly beautiful. My prince. You don't realize how beautiful you are because of what others think of you. Because other people are dicks, Ji-hae. It's sad, but he was hurt too. But he was hurt too much that he was feeling nothing. He didn't even realize how hurt he was. Eddie was a beautiful man, but everyone around him hated him. Because he's too beautiful? It's possible if someone is as beautiful as Ji-hae. People said that Eddie's hair is a bad omen because it's not white. What? I mean, it's close enough. Silver's pretty darn close to white. The royal family and the aristocrats should have white hair. Eddie's hair was too much of a shock for them. No way. They hated him because he didn't have white hair? I had the feeling that Ji-yoon's world is no different from mine. Yeah, sounds like things in our world, honestly. People look at you funny if you're different. If you don't walk along the path that others do, fingers are pointed. They make you feel as if you're committing a crime. That's cruel. People thinking that you should all be the same. I think your place is no different from here. I smiled wryly. I was always told, and therefore thought, that I have to be like everyone else. Instead of asking me what I want to do, I was forced into doing what I should do. What are you afraid of? Spiders. Me too. Ji-yoon looked at me and spoke. If you know that being different is important, why won't you change? Ji-yoon's words pierced me like an arrow. Oh, you just called me out. That's because it's scary, and my mom is mean. I came out of home, but why am I still living the same life? Without knowing what to do, I'm doing things that I should be doing every day. I became independent because I wanted to change, but I didn't change a bit. I know the reason very well. I was at a loss for words. Like Ji-yoon said, I'm afraid. I want to change, but if I change, Mom might never look at me again. So I continue to live the same life. I want to get out of this endless same old routine. I want to go on an adventure and to seek out something new, but hey, Hee-jung, you're gonna do it, Ji-yoon said when he looked at into your future. You're right. I'm afraid. I'm afraid that if I change, people whom I care about will leave me. I'm afraid that Mom will leave me. I want to change, but I'm still afraid. This is strange. I never told this to anyone else. Is it because I feel comfortable around Ji-yoon? Or is it because I believe that Ji-yoon will understand me? Yes, I think both. I said the things that I've kept inside of me for such a long time. Now I know. Ji-yoon reached his hands to touch my face. His red eyes are looking at me. My heart began to pound. This is weird. Ji-yoon suddenly looks very mature. Now I know the reason why you have such a deep sadness inside of you. You are afraid of being rejected by the person whom you wish to be loved. You got me! I felt my heart sink. He's just uncovered my secret that I've been hiding from everyone. It's as if he's reading my mind. He seems to know everything that I'm afraid of. And what you're really afraid of is being rejected and left alone, which I'm going to do to you. Woohoo! My frozen cheeks gradually became warmed by Ji-yoon's hands. I could see my breath in the air. Ji-yoon, how are you able to know so easily? The secret that I've been hiding by pretending to be strong. Don't be afraid. You'll be alright. I saw your future, remember? Alright? Ji-yoon, how do you know? He saw it! How do you know whether I'll be alright or not? He reads my mind as if it's nothing and then just says it'll be alright. I can't simply say thank you. I've been suffering for too long. I've been afraid. Afraid to be left alone. That Mom will leave me and I'll be alone. And that I'll have no one by my side. How can you say that so easily? Even if I change, there's no guarantee that I'll be able to find my dream. But deep inside me, I already knew. If I wasn't going to change, I wouldn't have become independent from Mom in the first place. It's been 4 years since I became independent, and what am I doing now? I haven't changed a bit. What am I doing? I'd say you have. The animals have changed you. Ji-yoon, what should I do? What have I been doing so far? Oops! I clicked past a line by accident. Living the same life that I wanted to get away from. Ji-yoon gently stroked my cheek. I felt all my pain and fear melting away. Because of what Ji-yoon said. I already knew that I'll be okay. Although I'm afraid of being alone. I know that I'm no longer a child. I knew that I would be fine alone. But the fact made me so lonely and sad, so I didn't want to admit it. The answer was in you all along. You've just realized it, that's all. Eddie too knows the answer already. It just takes him time to recognize it. Ji-yoon looked at me with an all-knowing face. Ji-yoon, are you? Me as well. Ji-yoon hung his head. It confused me because he looked different from what I'd seen until now. I wonder what kind of life you've lived so far. There's no need to be afraid. I'll support you no matter what you choose to do. Aw. Ji-yoon smiled warmly. Really? Strangely, Ji-yoon's words gave me confidence. A prince told me it's okay. So, I'll be okay then. Well, if a prince told me. Oh. I saw something white falling down and looked up. The first snow of this year. Big snowflakes are falling down from the sky. They're pretty. They're as pretty and pure as Ji-yoon. You are beautiful. Aww! Aw, Ji-yoon! They're so sweet. What? I was about to ask what do you mean when... Aww! Aww! They're so adorable. Wow, he is tall. He's a lot taller than I thought he was. Ji-yoon was hugging me. White snow, the ocean, and Ji-yoon. That's so cute! It seems like a dream. What did Ji-yoon just say? I felt my head going blank as my heart was beating wildly. How am I to explain my emotions right now? My heart is beating so loudly and my face is burning up. It'll be alright. I couldn't speak. My heart began to beat even faster. You will soon have a wish. A wish? A wish with a wizard? You'll find what you want to do. Ji-yoon spoke as if he's casting a spell on me. What I want to do? You can do it. I've been waiting to hear those words. The anxiousness that I carried with me vanished like a spell. That was very sweet. Aw, started right off the bat with some emotional stuff there. Aw, Ji-yoon. That was very sweet. Alright, what's next? I did what you told me to do. Let me see. Green onions were chopped into different pieces on the cutting board. Oh, we're teaching him to cut things and cook. It looks as if an elementary school kid had chopped them. Ji-yoon looked at me with a blank expression. It's been 2 weeks since Ji-yoon started helping me in the kitchen. Frankly, Ji-yoon has no talent for cooking. I don't think I do either. Me too, Ji-yoon. But, good job, Ji-yoon. He has an excuse. He looks so cute wearing an apron. Okay. Will you pass me the salt? Okay. And he passed me the baking soda. Not this one. The one with the red lid. The truth is, he's not much help. But it's just better for him. It's just better for him to sit on the sofa alone while I'm cooking. I think you meant to say it's better for him than sitting on the sofa. Plus, doing something together is what matters. Okay. I seasoned the food with salt. I think this is enough. Delicious. It took me longer than usual since Ji-yoon helped, but he did his best. Why the question mark after longer? I think it took me longer, but I don't know. By the way, food is almost done, but the cats and the rabbits are all out, right? I shouldn't have cooked too much. Are you hungry, Ji-yoon? You know. I think the cats are always out because there are only vegetable menus. Hee-jung, you have to properly feed all of your animals, not just one. Right. He's got a point. But when we have 3 rabbits home, we could go with vegetarian. We should go with the vegetarian. Yeah, but cats need meat. Hee-jung, it's like, just make, it's not that hard to do both. Make a meat dish and some vegetables with it. I'm not making vegetarian food because I favor Ji-yoon. Never. See, that's what you said with the other animals. I should cook some meat next time. I feel a bit guilty. Huh? I saw a familiar face coming in through the door. I'm glad you're here. We're about to eat dinner soon. Yep, I thought it'd be you, Ji-hae. The work finished early today. Thank goodness. We have one more person to eat this huge meal. Ji-hae. Oh my god, you called him Ji-hae and not Eddie. What? Huh? What did Ji-yoon just say? Yes. Ji-yoon closed his mouth again. He just said Ji-hae. Oh my god. Not Eddie, but Ji-hae. Is something wrong? Ji-hae asked worriedly. No, he only helped me cook. Cooking? Young master? Ji-hae looked surprised. Come to think of it, Ji-hae was so busy lately that he hardly spent any time with Ji-yoon. Maybe he wasn't aware of the fact that Ji-yoon had been changing. Yeah, Ji-yoon's been cooking with me recently. With a worried look on his face, Ji-yoon looked back and forth between Ji-yoon and me. I think you meant Ji-hae. You can't look back and forth between yourself and me. Don't worry. Ji-yoon assured Ji-hae. Ji-hae. Oh, that feels weird, him not saying Eddie. I definitely heard it this time. He called him Ji-hae, not Eddie. Is he sad or proud? I can't read Ji-hae's expression. Ji-hae? Ji-hae seemed to have come back to his senses once I called his name. Yes, my lady. You didn't eat dinner yet, right? Eat together. Ji-yoon tugged Ji-hae's shirt. Sit. Join us. Ji-hae hesitated for a moment, but then sat down. This is really awkward. Ji-hae seems to be thinking deeply about something. Ta-da! Here's the dinner that we made together. Trying to brighten up the atmosphere, I spoke in a cheerful tone. Yes, it's stew with red cabbages. The red cabbages are called kimchi, Ji-yoon. Yes, it's good for health, but it's a bit spicy, Ji-hae. Ji-hae again. Oh, he just keeps doing it. Is Ji-yoon going to call him Ji-hae from now on? Ji-yoon calling him Ji-hae means, if I want to let Eddie go, I cannot call him Eddie. I remembered when Ji-yoon had said that Ji-yoon has decided to... Ji-hae's still silent. Ji-hae's acting a bit unusual today. Normally he would offer to help, but now he's just sitting on the chair looking dumbfounded. A knight should always be alert. Ji-hae seemed to have come back to his senses at Ji-yoon's words. I apologize. Let me help. No need to apologize at all. I apologize. He kept apologizing until it was getting awkward. It was like he was waiting for Ji-yoon's orders. Awkward. Ji-yoon, you shouldn't only eat apples. Eat them with cabbages. Okay. For every apple, 1 cabbage. You promised, right? Ji-yoon nodded. Ji-hae watched us in silence. Ji-hae, are you alright? Ji-hae was not eating at all. I'm fine, thank you. Did young master help you? This is kind of sad. Yes, Ji-yoon chopped the green onions. I see. Ji-hae put his left hand on his chest and carefully took a spoonful of soup. Even that looked classy when Ji-hae did it. It is good. Ji-hae gave a faint smile, but Ji-hae's hands were shaking. Oh. Ji-hae, are you alright? His hands were shaking. Ji-hae didn't answer. Was he feeling okay? To be honest, I was a little surprised. Ji-hae put his spoon down and spoke. I think he was majorly surprised. I've never seen Ji-hae so uncomposed, but I understood why he was so surprised. Ji-yoon, who always depended on him, was becoming more and more independent. I wonder how he thinks of the new Ji-yoon. Is he feeling proud? Or lonely? I see that you have taken good care of young master, my lady. Ji-hae smiled at me. For some reason, his smile seemed lonely. No, I'm glad that Ji-yoon and I have become closer. I see. Ji-hae looked at Ji-yoon. I was feeling sorry for not being able to spend much time, Dash. What? I don't think Dash is supposed to be there. Who's Dash? What? I have not been able to spend much time with Dash. It's so sad. You don't have to be sorry. Ji-yoon cut Ji-hae off. Oh, I get it now. It was supposed to be a dash, like he was getting cut off, but instead it said parentheses dash. Oh my god. This is how it should have been. Young master? I depended on you too much. Although it's going to take a while, I need to learn to be independent. Ji-yoon looked at Ji-hae with serious eyes. I'm going to let you be free. Eddie. He called Ji-hae Eddie again. I wanted to tell you, but I didn't have the chance. Ji-yoon, are you... I'm going to let you go. He looked at Ji-yoon with an unbelievable look on his face. It's kind of sad, I know. Like, he needs to be independent and grow up. But, like, it's still sad. Let him go? Does that mean... I'm always grateful for what you do, but it's not good for both of us. Not good? So Ji-yoon looked straight into Ji-hae's eyes. I'm going to let you be free. I cannot accept that. So even if we go back to grass, you no longer have to come to the palace. I cannot accept that. Oh my god, I've never seen Ji-hae like that before. Ji-hae shouted for the first time. I don't think I've ever seen Ji-hae upset before. I didn't even see him like this in his route. Why is Ji-yoon trying to keep a distance from Ji-hae? They still care for each other, I know it. It makes me sad just looking at them. Are you... Ji-hae hung his head. Are you abandoning me? Ji-hae asked in a weak voice. I'm letting you go. Oh, this hurts. There was a silence. I cannot even interrupt. I wonder if Ji-hae's okay. Please tell me the reason why, if I did anything wrong. That's not it. Eddie did nothing wrong. It's me who was wrong. I was playing the baby, depending on you for everything. Eddie, I took away your happiness. I remembered what Ji-yoon had told me, that he ruined Ji-hae's happiness. I cannot believe you still think that, Prince. Ji-hae called Ji-yoon Prince. Everyone's called each other by different things today. Ji-hae raised his voice as if he was very upset. How many times do I have to tell you? It was entirely my fault. No, I'm the one who should be blamed. I was a coward and only avoided everything. I meant to be used for you. You have done nothing. You have done what is right, and I was doing my duty.
You met her because of me. You could have been happy, but I...
The woman. Her?
How can I ever apologize to you?
Ji-yoon is shaking.
How can I escape from this guilt?
Seeing Ji-yoon in agony made my heart ache. Oh! This is like emotional episode. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so sad. And I skipped the line. Will the log work? Today. Hello? Which script? Okay. Ji-hae approached Ji-yoon, who was shaking, and gently embraced him. Okay. The dialogue wasn't popping up, so I was like, oh, I must have to press it. And right as I did, the dialogue popped up, and I skipped it. Way to go, me. My prince, you have no reason to apologize.
Sorry. Eddie, I am sorry.
Please stop saying you're sorry. You did nothing wrong, my prince.
I can never be forgiven by you.
Stop. Stop it, please.
Eddie, you're too nice to even hate me. So I'm going to let you go.
This is so sad. Oh my god. My prince. Ji-yoon's red eyes were filled with tears.
You can stop making sacrifices for me.
Sacrificing for you is a reason for me to live. Do you expect me to give that up?
You can't be happy when you're next to me. Find a different reason to live. I truly want you to be happy. I mean it, Eddie.
I could hear Ji-yoon sniffling in Ji-hae's arms. I could only watch the two of them. If that is your will, my prince, I cannot object. You'll be a kind king. Oh, Ji-hae's voice was almost a whisper. Because you've been kind to me, you have no idea how much that meant in my life. You are strong, my prince. You have grown up to be a person of a fine character. I will trust you, even if I am no longer allowed to be by your side. I'm sad. I'm like really sad. Ji-yoon listened to Ji-hae in silence. He then gradually parted from Ji-hae. Ji-yoon's cheeks were red, perhaps from crying.
Yes, I will be a good king.
Ji-yoon spoke firmly, looking into Ji-hae's eyes.
Because you, Eddie, taught me what kindness is.
My prince, I shall see you at grass when the game is over. No, you won't! What? But you won't, right? But, because they stay in the human world. You know? Like all confused with like human ears. Like their animal ears go away. And Ji-yoon won, unless Ji-yoon's wish involves Ji-hae going back. Which again makes me wonder, like, is Ji-yoon's wish to like grant Ji-hae's? And so technically they'll both go back? I don't know. Game? Wait, oh, but also, does that mean that Ji-hae's like gonna not come back anymore? Is he like officially moving out because he said like, see you in grass? And what's grass? Is it the name of the place they came from? That's really stupid. If so, a rabbit kingdom named Grass. Yeah, I know, Hee-jung. Ji-hae straightened his clothes. He was back to his normal self. My lady. Yeah? Are you leaving? Oh, I knew it! I shall leave this place tonight. No! I hate when they leave. Ji-woo's route. The only one where they all stay. I hope no one else leaves. What? What is he talking about? Where will you go? Do you even have a place to stay? I would have to receive help from my agency for a while. But it's so sudden. There is no reason for me to stay here anymore. Then Ji-hae was only staying here because of Ji-yoon? Ji-yoon is just looking at Ji-hae. He's not going to stop him. Ji-hae is just going to leave like this? Thank you for your kindness, my lady. With that, Ji-hae walked to the living room. Is he really leaving? With just a simple goodbye, he's leaving? I wanted to ask him the exact reason why, but I felt that it wasn't my place to ask. But this is so unexpected. That night, Ji-hae really left the house. He took everything that belonged to him. The house looked as if Ji-hae had never lived in it. Ji-yoon told Ji-hae farewell, as if he's indifferent. But to me, it looked as if Ji-yoon was making his best effort to look indifferent. And then I went to bed and cried myself to sleep because that's so depressing. How his points went up. Oh my god, that's so sad. I was gonna end the episode there. You know what? We're gonna go on a date right now, Jiyun, to cheer myself up. Cause I'm sad now and I need a pick-me-up. Let's go to a cafe.
Yes, I'll go with you.
Oh look, you're saying more. Other than just yes. That's character development.
There are many people. We'd better hold hand.
Hold hand. Forgot the yes.
Those two.
Okay. Quick save. Whoa! Or turn my eyes away. That's what always kills me. It's like, this couple's doing something. Turn my eyes away?
Yes, interesting.
Okay. Or, whoa!
I will soon become tall.
What? Wait. What was that response? What? You will soon become tall? First of all, you're already tall. Wait, what? I'm so confused by that response. You see a couple like make it out and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna become tall soon. Huh? I'm moving on. I can't. We're gonna order dessert even if it makes me ugly.
Something is on your mouth. I wipe it off for you.
Thanks.
I had fun. What about you?
Yeah, wishing that you became tall.
Take me out again next time. I like being with you.
Aw. Okay. Okay, Jiyun's weird comment about that couple helped me feel a little bit better. Get me a little less sad. Oh my goodness, what an emotional episode. The first scenario we had was like really, really sweet, kind of emotional between him and Hyojung. But oh my god, the second one, that freaking hurt me, man. Jihye is gone now. Ugh, this is so depressing. Oh my god, you could tell how much they still like care about each other so much. I am so confused about like the whole like see you in grass thing, because technically Jihye should be here still if Jiyun wins. Which again, unless it is because Jiyun's wish is for Jihye's wish to come true. I'm assuming we'll find out, you know, the details there. Was he meets up with the wizard at the end of the game. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, this horribly depressing episode. But I hope you guys still enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!